Unless you've been living under a rock, you would know that Microsoft purchased Activision last week, and this of course includes Blizzard and all of the other studios that Activision has under its belt, and this will presumably make future titles of gaming behemoths like Call of Duty and Overwatch exclusive to the Microsoft ecosystem once this deal closes through in June 2023. I didn't make a video about this right away because initially I didn't really have much to say about this topic, and on its own, I don't really care that Microsoft bought Activision. I don't play Activision games. Activision's main bread and butter seems to be multiplayer online games, and if you know me, you would know that single player story campaign type of games are the games that I like to play the most. So, yeah, Activision doesn't really appeal to me, but that doesn't mean this doesn't raise any concerns within me when it comes to the future of the gaming industry. Microsoft bought Activision for 69 billion fucking dollars. And right away upon hearing this news, I went straight to PlayStation subreddits and just saw a massive amount of cope. People were like, "Oh, there's no way they're going to make Call of Duty exclusive to the Microsoft ecosystem. They'd be losing out on a ton of money." Microsoft is not going to buy a publisher for $70 billion dollars just to keep releasing their games on PlayStation. If you genuinely believe this, I'm sorry, you just do not live in reality. Microsoft obviously wants you to play future Activision titles in their ecosystem. Game Pass seems to be what Microsoft is placing all of their bets on these days. And what better way to get people to subscribe to Game Pass than to have future installments of one of the biggest gaming franchises, Call of Duty, be free day one to play so long as you have a Game Pass subscription. You can say whatever you please about Call of Duty. I know a lot of people are pretty disillusioned by the franchise these days, but there are still millions upon millions of people who play Call of Duty, and I'm sure for many of those people, Call of Duty potentially being exclusive to the Microsoft ecosystem in the future will be a complete deal breaker. Hell, even I'm contemplating hopping onto the Microsoft ecosystem. I might get a Series S someday, mainly because of the Bethesda acquisition. I love the Doom games so much. 2016 was a great game, Eternal was even better, and who knows what they have in store for the next Doom game. And it sucks because it more than likely won't be on PlayStation. We're already seeing Bethesda games be exclusive to the Microsoft ecosystem, so I don't see why they wouldn't do the same with Doom, one of the biggest Bethesda games. It's pretty obvious with how hard Microsoft pushes Game Pass that they eventually want to transition away from the console market. Microsoft wants smart TVs to come with Game Pass. There have apparently been rumblings that Microsoft even wants the Switch to have Game Pass. Who fucking knows if someday Game Pass is on the PlayStation? I wouldn't complain at all, that would be an absolute dream, but I have no clue if Sony would even allow that. But I don't really like the direction the gaming industry seems to be heading in, gobbling up all of these studios and making their games exclusive to a subscription service. I already don't like the state of the movie and TV show industry with having all of these movies and shows locked behind so many different subscription services, and I don't want to see a future where this also happens to the gaming industry. Microsoft is setting a dangerous precedent right now, because who's to say other tech giants won't also swoop in, like Amazon or Apple, and buy up big publishers and then make their future titles be exclusive to subscription services that they introduce. I don't know about you, but that sounds like a very grim future. These big tech giants not focusing on hiring talent to create new, exciting IPs, but instead buying out big, already established third-party publishers to make games exclusive to their own ecosystem. It also makes me very concerned for the future of the PlayStation. This is a war that Sony just cannot win. Sony does not have the deep pockets that Microsoft has. I highly doubt it's going to stop here. Microsoft is just going to keep buying out the competition, and how is Sony going to possibly compete? Microsoft is worth over $2 trillion dollars versus Sony's what? 100 billion? I know Sony has some fantastic exclusives. I would know. I've played quite a few of them. But that alone is not going to carry Sony afloat. Call of Duty alone was a huge moneymaker for Sony, and with that gone, they're going to take a big hit financially. Call of Duty's biggest player base has always been on PlayStation. Not to sound patronizing, but it's like the ultimate casual gaming franchise. And all of those millions of people who play Call of Duty on PlayStation will eventually have no choice, more than likely, but to either buy an Xbox or subscribe to Game Pass on their PC if they want to play more Call of Duty. Either way, Microsoft wins and Sony takes a loss. It is essentially just killing off the competition because, again, Sony does not have the money to compete in a buyout war against Microsoft. So who knows where this is going to take us. Maybe Sony does wave the white flag and eventually allow Game Pass on PS5. That would be fucking crazy, but maybe it'll come down to that. Maybe they'd have no other choice because Microsoft is probably just going to continue to gobble up big publishers, leaving Sony in the dust. Because as fantastic as a lot of them are, Sony's exclusives alone are not enough to entice the general public, unfortunately. Especially the kind of people who play games like Call of Duty all the time. Like, I can't imagine your average Call of Duty player going like, wow, Last of Us, I'm going to totally ditch COD for this franchise that has new installments every like 7 years or so. So yeah, to all of those people celebrating Microsoft acquiring Activision and more than likely making their future games exclusive to their ecosystem, maybe think twice. I'm not some blind Sony fanboy just angry that Microsoft is buying all of these publishers. Again, I might be getting a Series S. They got me hook, line, and sinker as well. But I do feel like my concerns are legitimate. And I know Phil Spencer has been providing lip service saying things like, oh, I've had good talks with Sony, don't worry, Activision isn't going away from the PlayStation platform. He really just means games that Activision is contractually obligated to put on PlayStation. Once that's up, oh, trust me, future Activision games are almost certainly going to be Microsoft exclusive. I'd be shocked if they weren't. We've already seen the same thing happen with Bethesda. Phil Spencer offered the same hollow reassurance when Microsoft first acquired Bethesda, and look, here we are in 2022. New Bethesda games are exclusive to the Microsoft ecosystem. What a surprise! The PlayStation subreddits are really unbelievable right now. People are falling for the same shit all over again. The cope is unreal. I'm sorry, unless Sony gives in and actually allows Game Pass on PlayStation, you are never going to see future Activision titles past this year on that platform. This is a very clear and very aggressive push on Microsoft's part to get you to be part of their ecosystem. Wake the fuck up. They didn't spend $70 billion just to keep things exactly the way they are. I'm sorry to bring you back down to reality, but it's better to do it now than to have your heart be shattered when you find out whatever Call of Duty game comes out in 2023 is Microsoft exclusive. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Bye-bye.